Well, this is obviously tough for adults to deal with, so we know kids are probably struggling to understand what happened in Colorado. So parents have to make a tough call. Should you let your kids watch all the coverage on TV or shield them from that? And joining us this morning to talk about this is child psychiatrist Dr. Daniela White. Thanks for being with us this morning, Doctor.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So what should you tell your children when they're watching TV with you? Or should you even shield them from this?
I think you have to break it down by age groups. I would say that the watching of those events has to be limited and supervised as much as possible. And of course, under 6 or 7, preschoolers, even toddler and infants, they can pick up on parents' anxiety. And with this age group, we really advise them not to be in their presence and not to watch news with the kids at this point. We also think about the school-age kids and older kids, teenagers, and up to 16, 18. All the time, we advise parents to watch the news with the kids so they can be available to answer questions and validate their feelings and so forth. We have to keep in mind the child development. I mean, under 6 or 7, the children have difficulties differentiating between reality and fantasy, and sometimes those images repeatedly showing up on TV can distort the image of those kids about the real life and real world.
Well, let me ask you this. If you decide to watch the news with your child, what do you tell them as you're watching these images and these horrifying stories?
Again, we have to take into account the age of the kid. You have to tell them that sometimes bad things happen, but the world can be a safe place, and you as a parent and educator and teacher and doctors would try to keep them safe. We don't want to create more anxiety than the one that's appropriate for the event. I think media does a great job of keeping the community together, though, but we have to tell kids that we as a community still keep them safe. I mean, it's still safe to go and see movies. Even if that happens, it's very difficult.
Very difficult time for the children and the adults. All right, thank you so much for joining us, psychologist Dr. Daniela White.